Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. A Dutton family member may be getting a Yellowstone spin-off on a new network. Yellowstone may be getting a new spin-off on CBS featuring a popular Dutton. Here's what we know so far. Yellowstone was easily one of the biggest hit shows of the last few years. The Taylor Sheridan drama starred Kevin Costner as John Dutton, owner of a massive Montana ranch who fought to keep it alive against various threats, which often included his own children. The show was a massive success that inspired numerous prequel spin-offs, such as 1883 and 1923. However, after a very public and very complex falling out between Sheridan and Costner, Costner left the show halfway through its fifth and final season. More Yellowstone spin-offs are in the works. The show wrapped up with plans for a spin-off starring Kelly Reilly's Beth and Cole Hauser's Rip. There are also plans for a show set in the same universe, The Madison, starring Michelle Pfeiffer, and a spin-off starring Matthew McConaughey. Now, TV Line reports that CBS is reaching out for a planned spin-off that would focus on Case Luke Grimes. CBS has yet to confirm this, but it's an intriguing idea. It's presumed that Kelsey Asbill and Brecken Merrill would also join, as Case's wife Monica and their son Tate. It's an intriguing choice for a spin-off that could be an entertaining one for fans. The youngest son of the Dutton clan, Case had a tense relationship with his father. The key issue was Case getting girlfriend Monica pregnant and defying John's demands to give up the child. Monica resided on the Broken Rock Reservation, longtime rivals to the Duttons. That led John to literally brand his own son. Case later became a Navy SEAL, which left him with some PTSD. After returning home and marrying Monica, Case became a horse trainer and found himself caught in the conflict between the Duttons and Broken Rock. The final episodes had Case taking up leadership of the Yellowstone Ranch, and concluded with him and Monica still together. That leaves some potential for a spin-off. According to Deadline, CBS is approaching this show as a procedural, no surprise, that will touch on Case's time as a SEAL. There's also the chance it plays into Case's experience as a livestock commissioner, as he handled investigations into illegal activities. So this show may have Case once more become an investigator or commissioner, handling various problems across Montana. It's a spin on the usual CBS procedural to be more about the ranch life and the livestock business than pure crime. The show would likely have a different tone as Yellowstone was known for its adult language and situations. That would have to be toned down for CBS yet still retain the flavor of the main Yellowstone series. Case is one of Yellowstone's more popular characters, and Grimes has what it takes to be a leading man. He's given Case a nice air of tough but warm demeanor, dedicated to Monica and smarter than he looks. Putting him in a leadership position is a natural progression of his story arc. This is still early in development, and it's unclear if CBS will give this the go-ahead. However, the idea of a Yellowstone spin-off coming to CBS with a popular character in the lead seems an inevitable expansion of this franchise. Whispers swirled like Montana dust in a summer wind. Something was coming, and it bore the name Dutton. But this time, the tale wouldn't unfold on the familiar plains of Paramount. No, the saga of the American West's most notorious ranching dynasty was saddling up for new pastures, new network, new tone, same fierce legacy. Sources close to the ever-expanding Yellowstone universe have confirmed what fans have long suspected. A Dutton family member is poised to take center stage in a fresh spin-off, and the stakes have never been higher. But this isn't just another tale of land, cattle, and power. This is a story of reinvention, of a Dutton whose past might be more dangerous than the family legacy itself. A new frontier, a new channel. What makes this spin-off especially intriguing is the shift in networks. While Yellowstone and its predecessors, 1883, 1923, were Paramount staples, This latest chapter may be making camp on a different network altogether, one with a bolder, darker edge. AMC, FX, even HBO have all been floated as possible new homes for this project, each bringing its own flavor to the dusty boots of the Dutton bloodline. Why the move? Insiders hint at creative freedom. This isn't about retelling the same old battles for land and legacy. It's about exploring the shadowy corners of Dutton history, or perhaps the untold stories of a Dutton who walked away from the ranch, and the ghosts that followed. Meet the Dutton no one talks about, the working title, Dutton, Outlaw Blood, and the star, a black sheep, or perhaps a wolf. Rumors suggest the spin-off will follow Michael Dutton, the estranged cousin of John Dutton IA. Barely mentioned in the main series, Michael was a whisper in Season 2, a name scrawled in an old family ledger that Case once glanced at but never mentioned again. Said to have left Montana decades ago after a falling out involving a burned-down barn and a dead bull, Michael chose exile over allegiance. Now, decades later, he's back. Not to reclaim the land, not to mend fences, but because someone, or something, from his past has drawn blood, and the only way to silence the ghosts is to return to the beginning. Only this beginning doesn't start on horseback, it starts in prison. From prison yard to pasture. When the series opens, Michael Dutton is halfway through a 20-year sentence in a federal facility in Texas. Once a rodeo star, then a wanted man with cartel ties and a body count, Michael has kept the Dutton name hidden until a chance encounter with a crooked federal agent brings the truth to light. With the agent's help, and for reasons that remain murky, Michael is released under a sealed agreement. His only condition, return to Montana. But this isn't a redemption arc. It's a revenge arc. Something from his old life in Mexico has followed him home, and the only thing standing between survival and slaughter is the land he once fled from. Back on Montana soil, he's not greeted with open arms. The ranch hands don't trust him, the townspeople remember the fire, and the remaining Duttons, they're not so sure he's family anymore. But the land remembers, and so does the blood. A grittier Yellowstone. What sets Dutton, Outlaw Blood apart isn't just its darker tone. Though insiders promise the show will lean heavily into neo-Western noir, cartel intrigue, and even psychological thriller elements, it's the psychological portrait of a man raised by violence, molded by betrayal, and haunted by a family name he never asked for. This isn't just another Yellowstone rancher in a cowboy hat muttering about the way things used to be. This is a man who knows what hell looks like, and understands it can exist in both the cartel's torture houses and in the eyes of a disappointed father. And make no mistake, Dutton, Outlaw Blood will feature flashbacks. We'll see a young Michael, played by a yet unnamed rising star, facing off against a younger John Dutton, rumored to be portrayed by a digitally de-aged Kevin Costner, or potentially a new actor entirely. The early days of the family feud will be explored, finally pulling back the curtain on the Duttons' shadow history, the deals that weren't made on horseback, but in blood and betrayal. Familiar faces, unexpected loyalties. Though the show takes place largely outside of the current Yellowstone timeline, fans can expect crossovers. Rumor has it that Case Dutton, Luke Grimes, may make an appearance, struggling with his own moral compass as he investigates crimes that point not just to the past, but to Michael's present. Beth Dutton, Kelly Rayleigh, is also being whispered as a possible guest star, perhaps the only one twisted enough to understand Michael's motives and to respect them.